남규태방송 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 오늘은 2023년 5월 6일 토요일입니다. 현재 시간은 오전 8시 20분입니다. 남규태방송 성경공부 478회 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 성경은 열왕기하 8장부터 영문으로 읽어보겠습니다. 시간이 많지 않기 때문에 방송을 짧게 하고 끝내겠습니다. Now Elisa had said to the woman whose son he had restored to life, go away with your family and stay for a while wherever you can, because the Lord has declared a mine in the land that will last 7 years. The woman proceeded to do as the man of God said. She and her family went away and stayed in the land of the Philistines 7 years. At the end of the 7 years, she came back from the land of the Philistines and went to appeal to the king for her house and land. The king was talking to Gehazi, the servant of the man of God, and had said, "Tell me about all the great things Elisha has done." Just as Gehazi was telling the king how Elisha had restored the dead to life, the woman whose son Elisha had brought back to life came to appear to the king for her house and hand. Gehazi said, "This is the woman, my lord the king, and this is her son whom Elisha restored to life." The king asked the woman about it, and she told him. Then he signed an official to her case and said to him, "Give back everything that belonged to her, including all the income from her land from the day she left the country until now." Elijah went to Damascus and Ben-Hadad, king of Aram, was ill. When the king was told, "The man of God has come all the way up here," he said to Gehazi, "Take a gift with you and go to meet the man of God. Consult the Lord through him. Ask him, will I recover from this illness?" Hazael went to meet Elisha, take with him as a gift 40 camel loads of all the finest wares of Damascus. He went in and stood before him and said, "Your son Ben-Hadad, the king of Aram, has sent me to ask, will I recover from this illness?" Elisha answered, "Go and say to him, you will certainly recover." Nevertheless, the Lord has revealed to me that he will in fact die. He stared at him with a fixed gaze until Hazael was embarrassed. Then the man of God began to weep. Why is my Lord weeping? Asked Hazael. Because I know the harm you will do to the Israelites. He answered, you will set fire to their fortified places, kill their young men with the sword, dash their little children to the ground, and leave open their pregnant women. Hazael said, how could your servant, a mere dog, accomplish such a feat? The Lord has shown me that you will become king of Aram, answered Elisha. Then Hazael left Elisha and returned to his master. When Ben-Hadad turned to his master. When Ben-Hadad asked, what did Elisha said to you? Hazael replied, he told me that you would certainly recover. But the next day he took a thick cloth, soaked it in water, and spread it over the king's face, so that he died. Then Hazael succeeded him as king. In the 5th year of Joram, son of Ahab, king of Israel, when Jehoshaphat was a king of Judah, Jehoram, son of Jehoshaphat, began his reign as king of Judah. He was 32 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 8 years. He followed the ways of the kings of Israel as the house of Ahab had done, for he married a daughter of Ahab. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord. Nevertheless, for the sake of his servant David, the Lord was not willing to destroy Judah. He had promised to maintain a lamp for David and his descendants forever. In the time of Jehoram, Adam rebelled against Judah and set up its own king. So Jehoram went to jail with all his carriers. The Edomites surrounded him and his carrier commanders, but he rose up and broke through by night. His army, however, fled back home. To this day, Edom has been in rebellion against Judah. Reported at the same time. As for the other events of Jehoram's reign and all he did, are they not written in the book of the animals of the kings of Judah. Jehoram rested with his ancestors and was buried with them in the city of David. And Ahashia, his son, succeeded him as king. In the 12th year of Joram, son of Ahab, king of Israel, Ahaziah, son of Joram, king of Judah, began to reign. Shia was 22 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem on 1 year. His mother's name was Asariah, a granddaughter of Amni, king of Israel. He followed the ways of the house of Ahab and did evil in the eyes of the Lord, as the house of Ahab had done, for he was related by marriage to Ahab's family. Ahaziah went with Joram, son of Ahab, to war against Hazael, king of Aram, at Ramoth Gilead. The Arameans wounded Joram, so King Joram returned to Jezreel to recover from the wounds of the Arameans had inflicted on him at Ramoth in his battle with Hazael, king of Aram. Then Ahaziah, son of Jehoram, king of Judah, went down to Jezreel to see Joram, son of Ahab, because he had been wounded. The prophet Elisha summoned a man from the company of the prophets and said to him, "Take your clothes into your belt, take this flask of olive oil with you, and go to Ramoth Gilead. When you get there, look for Judah, Jehu, son of Jehoshaphat, the son of Nimshi. Go to him, get him away from his companions, and take him into an inner room. Then take the flask and pour all the oil on his head and declare, "This is what the Lord says, I anoint you king over Israel." Then open the door and run, don't delay. So the young prophet went to Ramoth Gilead. When he left, he found the army officers sitting together. "I have a message for you, commander," he said. "For which of us?" asked Jehu. "For you, commander," he replied. Jehu got up and went into the house. Then the prophet poured the oil on Jehu's head and declared, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says, I anoint you king over the Lord's people, Israel, you are to destroy the house of Ahab, your master, and I will avenge the blood of my servants, the prophets, and the blood of all the Lord's servants shed by Jezebel, the whole house of Ahab will perish. I will cut off from Ahab every last male in Israel, slave of all free. I will make the house of Ahab like the house of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, son of Ahijah, as for Jezebel, those will devour her on the blood of ground at Jezreel, and no one will bury her. Then he opened the door and ran. When Jehu went out to his fellow officers, one of them asked him, "Is everything all right? Why did this Niag come to you? You know the man and the sort of things he says." Joe replied, "That's not true." They said, "Tell us." Jehu said, "Here is what he told me. This is what the Lord says. I anoint you king over Israel." They quickly took their cloaks and spread them under him on the bare steps. Then they blew the trumpet and shouted, "Jehu is king." So Jehu son of Jehoshaphat, the son of Nimshi, conspired against Yoram. Now Yoram and all Israel had been repenting Ramoth Gilead against Hazael, king of Aram, but King Yoram had returned to Jezreel to recover from the wonders the Arameans had inflicted on him in the battle with Hazael, king of Aram. Jehu said, "If you desire to make me king, don't let anyone ship out of the city to go and tell the news in Jezreel." Then he got into his chariot and rode to Jezreel because Joram was resting there, and king of Judah had gone down to see him. When the lookout standing on the tower in Jezreel saw Jehu's troops approaching, he called out, "I see some troops coming." Horseman Joram ordered, "Send him to meet them and ask, 'Do you come in peace?'" The horseman rode up to meet Jehu and said, "This is what the king says. Do you come in peace?" "What do you have to do with peace?" Jehu replied, "Pour in behind me." The lookout reported the messenger has messenger has reached them, but he isn't coming back. So the king sent out a second horseman. When he came to them, he said, "This is what the king says. Do you come in peace?" Jehu replied, "What do you have to do with peace? Fall in behind me." The lookout reported, "He has reached them, but he isn't coming back." As the driving is like that of Jehu, son of Nimshi. He drives like a maniac. Hitch up my carry on Joram or the all told, and when it was hitched Yoram, king of Israel, and Ahaziah, king of Judah, rode out. In his own chariot meet Jehu. They meet him at the plot of ground that has belonged to Naboth, the Jezreelite. When Yoram saw Jehu, he asked, "Have you come in peace, Jehu?" "How can there be peace?" Jehu replied, "As long as all the idolatry and witchcraft of your mother Jezebel abound." Yoram turned about and prayed, calling out to Ahaziah, "Treachery, Ahaziah." Then Jehu drew his bow and sharp Yoram between the shoulders. The arrow pierced his heart, and he slumped down in his chariot. Jehu asked to bid his chariot officer pick him up and throw him on the field that belonged to Naboth, the Jezreelite. "Remember how you and I were riding together in chariots behind Ahab, his father, when the Lord spoke this prophecy against him. Yes, I saw the brother of Naboth and the brother of his sons, declares the Lord, and I will surely make you pay for it on this plot of ground, declares the Lord. Now then, pick him up and throw him on that plot in accordance with the word of the Lord." When Ahaziah, king of Judah, saw what had happened, he prayed of the Lord to Beth Hagan. Jehu chased him, shouting, "Kill him too." They wounded him in his chariot on the way up to Gurneal Iborim, but he escaped to Megiddo and died there. His servants took him by a chariot to Jerusalem, and buried him with his ancestor in his tomb in the city of David. In the 11th year of Yoram, son of Ahaziah, had become king of Judah. Then they went to Jezreel. When Jezebel heard about it, she put on eye makeup, arranged her hair, and looked out of a window as Jehu entered the gate. She asked, "Have you come in peace, you chimney, you murderer of your master?" 열왕기하 9장 30절까지 읽어보았습니다. 성경공부 478회 방송을 여기서 종료하도록 하겠습니다. 주기도문 기도는 생략하겠습니다. 시청해 주신 478회 시청자 여러분 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.